Marr now to kick this one away.
Let's go, fellas. Hey, what? 180! 54. Mike, 54. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Three bud.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this one to the tight end, Charles. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
At their own 31-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The give is to Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down inside the 15 he goes. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Mike. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from Paul.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 75 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Landry the intended target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Well, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught to Charles. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A run for Nick Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing, Mayfield. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
What we got?
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this throw caught left side, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Escaping the pressure right, throwing right, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are back within a score. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, if you remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Elliott, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you,